Hello everybody, this is Sasha Harford, Next Artist, showing you a few tips on how to get your hair from wet to dry and get your curls a little bit more beautiful and bouncy than you ever have before. Sometimes it's a little more challenging in the summer to get that beautiful curl. Your best bet is to always do this in the coolest room in your house. Never do it in a hot area because that's frizz prone. Shampoo first, then comb through with a conditioner. Then I get ready to put on my curl cream and my moisture. Usually I start with my moisture, then my curl cream. I wrap it to get the excess water out, and then I start with a little bit of moisture all through the hair. My hair is usually a bit dense and dry, so I have to put a bit more moisture other than my curl cream. So I definitely have to saturate it everywhere with the moisture. Then, with a bit of curl cream, sometimes I choose different curl creams that work less or more depending on the hair type. If you have dense hair, you need something that really locks in your curl. Some companies make products that are a little light, and that definitely is usually for finer curls. My hair is a thick, coarse curl. Each strand is thick, and I have a lot of frizz and a lot of dryness. I put it everywhere, and now sometimes it's gotten a little too dry for me to really disperse my product, so I re-wet it. I really wet it, especially along the ends, where all the frizz usually happens. So you see the product's really going into the hair now. And if your hair is wet enough, once you put the product in, you might not have to do this. I never comb it through out of the shower. That is never, big never. It is a bad, bad thing for curls. So I start with my direction, okay? And I take my finger, and we're doing kind of what you would do is a pin curl, but you're not pinning it. There are times that you might pin it in certain places to give it a little bit more of a, I guess, a glamorous look. But today we're not going to do that. We're doing something very simple. Now I want you to see that again. Okay, I'm going to take the same piece. Curling around the finger, holding it, sliding it down, and squeezing a bit of product. I know it seems really time consuming, but it definitely gets better. If it doesn't drop right away, that is fine. Probably it's better off because it will set better. Continue on, wrapping it and curling it. Sometimes if you're in a hurry, you can do some of this on the go. Some people just simply twirl, which works. I'll show you what a twirl looks like. Some people just do that, which is okay, but you're not going to get a nice tight curl at the root, because your curls will stretch as the days go by. You know, I can't wash my hair every day. I wash it every 3-4 days. My hair is way too dry to wash every day. I get a longer lasting look if I curl my hair properly first, on the first day out of the shower, right after it's been washed and conditioned. If I do this. If I don't do this, I might have to re-wet it again the very next day. It definitely will help if I go here first and then see where it goes after that. Sometimes I can re-wet it in the morning in certain parts and do this, and it makes it happen all over again, makes the curl come back. Sometimes I use an iron to integrate if I don't want to wet it again in a cold winter morning. But as you can see, they're coming together as we speak. If I separate them and get my product really moved around into the hair, it really makes the curl come back. I'm really squeezing some of them together. When I feel like it's going to be frizzy, I squeeze it together extra hard. Let's see that again, right around the finger. Slide it off, squeezing my product in the circle that it's in. Go a little bit faster, and I'm going to show you how I diffuse it. Yes, you can let it dry naturally. But if on a cold day, or if you want a slightly tighter curl, a diffuser works magic. I'm going to show you what that is in a minute. Okay? It's more important that you curl, especially the front pieces, because that's what everyone sees most, and that's what you see the most. And you can definitely go over pieces that weren't curled properly again and again. Make sure your sections are not too big. You can always separate them and redo them if you think they're a little bit big, and definitely pin them if you think you want them to be a bit tighter. I don't need this to be super polished because I love curls that look natural. The ones that you can't reach, you can twirl a little bit. Okay, this is a good place to go from here to diffusing it. I'm going to show you what a diffuser is. This is a really awesome blow dryer setting, one of my favorites. It comes, you have to purchase its own diffuser. It doesn't come with, you definitely have to get it made for a Sedu. There are other diffusers that fit any blow dryer except for Sedu because of how short the nozzle is. This is great, handy, small blow dryer, but very powerful. And now with that said, I'm going to show you something. You want to not put it on the highest setting. You want to put it at the low, warm setting and medium heat. That'll give you, it won't frizz your curls, it'll give you the right amount of wind that you need to dry your hair, and just go slow. You have to go really slow with diffusion. If you go too quickly, it can frizz your hair. Also, you want to do areas at a time. So sometimes I take my whole curl from the bottom up and I move in, and I dry it individually in certain spots. And I come around and do the same thing. Do that, and I kind of keep it in the cup because it helps make it spring up a little bit. If you don't need it to spring up, you can definitely stay here, but you can get more dried if you go up a little bit. Okay? For anyone looking for more volume, you can tip your hair over and dry it from the bottom up. That way you have lift at your root. I, on the other hand, do not need that. My hair is quite thick and I don't need any extra volume, generally. So this is what it looks like when it's first dry. Now you want to wait till it's absolutely dry everywhere. Sometimes I check it by scrunching it. And as you can see with the blow dryer, the way that I was pushing it around, it's almost like I was scrunching it, which is the famous way of getting your curls to bounce up a little bit. So now, once it's dry, you shake it out. Now, the way I shake it out is I go from the root. I never go from the top or the ends. I go from the root, shake it, and expand it so it looks a little more expansive. Very carefully. You don't ever really want to pull them out before it's dry, or else you'll end up with frizz. And again, cooling down is everything. If you can stand in front of a window with cool air blowing in, or if you can stand in front of an AC, you will absolutely set these curls longer. If ever you have a frizz issue, you can use this smaller iron. Hot Tools, it has no prong. Be careful with these, and any iron, you want to put it at probably 400s, less or more when you have thicker hair like mine, or you put it at 300s when you have finer hair, less or more. So if I have any frizz issues, I kind of integrate a little bit of an iron curl with it, just like that, and get rid of any frizz that might have happened through the drying process. Or if I wake up tomorrow and I don't want to wet it again, I can just add this in and recurl some parts and make it look like it hasn't been stunted. Because I don't always want to wet it all over again. Okay, so this is a good idea of what it would look like the first day. Your curls generally drop as the days go on, so it's good to start a little tighter. If you need to pull them out once they're dry, it's okay, but never before they're dry. It's a good idea of where to go with your curl. Now, products are relative. You definitely have to experiment with a few things. For thicker hair, certain things work. Coarse hair, certain things work. For finer hair, other things work. So you have to test a few lines that carry lightweight products or heavier, more holding products. A lot of lines out there are great for both things. You just have to read a few articles about that and find the products that work for you. I would definitely do your best on experimenting and being open-minded. Sometimes you want to go for organic products, which is great. And again, moisture is everything for curly hair, so I definitely put my moisture in first and my curl cream second to get the best results. Thank you, and thanks for joining me, and take your time with this. It takes time to master. A diffuser is never something you rush. You always give yourself a moment to make it happen. Or you can go natural and let the air just dry it. That's fine too, as long as that works out. Just shake it out and you'll get a really great look. Thanks. This is Sasha Harford, Next Artist, showing you some great curl tips to make your day even brighter. Take care.